Hello everyone, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the English Academy, and today we are going to be talking about prepositions. It is an important part of speech in the English language. So, what are prepositions? Prepositions are words that are used to show relationships between different parts of a clause. For example, relationship of time, place, or reason. For more simplification, prepositions are words that show relationship between nouns and another part of speech in a sentence. The relationship can be of time, place, or reason. Now let us start with simple prepositions. Let us start with simple prepositions. Prepositions describe the relationship between two other words. They are usually part of a prepositional phrase, which is made up of a preposition followed by a noun, a pronoun, or a word, a noun phrase. For example, there is a beautiful park by my house. By is a preposition, and it is that by is telling us about the relationship between park and house. So it is used to describe where that park is. So that's a relationship of place. Chrissy goes to the gym on Wednesdays. On is a preposition, and it helps to describe when Chrissy goes to the gym. Do you understand? And in the English language, if by my house is underlined, I mean if they underlined by my house in the English and they ask you about that phrase, we call it what? A prepositional phrase of what? Of place, because it is telling us where that beautiful park is. And on Wednesday, on the other hand, is what? Prepositional phrase of time. It is telling us when Chrissy goes to the gym. But if only by is underlined, by is a preposition and on is a what? Is a preposition. Let us Let us move to complex prepositions. The bank is Some prepositions are made up of two words which act as a single unit. Now, if you see the one that we talked about, just one, on, by, but we have some prepositions that are made up of two words, but they act as a single unit. They behave the same way as a one word preposition. And one thing about this kind of preposition is that you cannot separate them. If you separate them, they are going to mean different things and they may not pass across the information that we intend for it to pass across. For example, the bank is next to the library. Next to is giving us a clue as to it's telling us the relationship of the bank to the library. And if you check the picture beside it, you can see this is the bank, the one with the dollar sign, and this is the library, the one with the book. So it's telling us that it is next to it. So if you say the bank is next to the library, that does not make sense, and the bank is to the library, that also does not make sense. Then parallel preposition. When the same preposition applies to more than one word in a list, the preposition only needs to be used once. For example, I sent present to Al and Id. So we do not necessarily have to say I sent presents to Al and to Id, because these two we can use it for both Al and Id. I do hope you understand. For instance, another example is saying I want to go to church and market. Do you understand? So not necessarily I want to go to the church and to the market. So that is it. But when different words need different prepositions, each prepositions must be used. Look at and listen to the teacher, because look is with the preposition at. So look at the teacher, listen to the teacher. We cannot say look at and listen the teacher. So listen needs its own preposition, which is to, and look needs its own preposition, which is at. Let's talk about prepositions and gerund. Prepositions and gerund. If a verb comes after a preposition, it has to be a gerund, which is in the ing form of a verb. A gerund is formed by using ing form. So, and whenever we are using a verb that comes after a preposition, it has to be in a gerund. After graduating, I work in a hospital. You do not say after I graduated. Not necessarily. So after graduating, because of that preposition after. Instead of applying for a job, I went to college. Instead of saying instead of him apply if instead of him to apply for a job, no. Say instead of applying for a job, I went to college. After seeing the job listing, I wrote a cover letter. This lesson, and you are a student preparing for any English related exam like WAEC, NECO or UTME, I bet it with you. Listen to this lesson on preposition, go to your past question and go and check lessons questions on prepositions and answer it. You will see that because I remember vividly there is a particular question that UTME has that JAMB has asked, that the explanation for the answer of that question is this particular point. So please take note of it. Take note of it. Instead of applying for a job, I went to college. After seeing the job listing, I wrote a cover letter. So the reason why we did not say after she has seen the job listing is because we use preposition. Let's talk about prepositions at the end of sentences. Prepositions can come in many different places in a sentence, including the end too. I am listening to some music. Yes. I like having something to listen to. So it is right. Don't say, oh, preposition cannot end the sentence. No. It can come anywhere. Let's talk about preposition to, because it's one of the common preposition and different ways we can use preposition to. To can cause confusion because it can be a preposition and it can also be used to form infinitives. You are correct. Here, to is part of infinitive verb to see. When used like this, it is not a preposition. This is what they are saying. I am going to see my friends tonight. What they are saying, I am going to see my friends tonight, is an infinitive. It's the same thing as saying I want to go to the cinema. So to go, to eat, we call them infinitive. To sleep, to sing. So we call them infinitive. We call them what? Infinitive. So we do not say to went, to ate. No. That's what infinitive are. That's what infinitives are. And what they are trying to say is that in this now, to here is not a what? Is not a preposition. To here, in all the examples that I gave above as well, it is not preposition. It is part of infinitive. It is part of infinitives. But in this case here, to is a part of a phrasal verb, look forward to, and is a preposition. Therefore, it must be followed by a noun, a pronoun, or gerund. I am looking forward to seeing you. That's gerund. It's correct. I am looking forward to seeing you. I am looking forward to meeting you. So, it's followed by a gerund. We've come to the end of this lesson on the general overview of what? We have come to the end of this lesson on the general overview of prepositions. I do hope you got value from this. Don't forget to like, share, drop a comment or any question in the comment section, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you and see you in the next lesson. I am Elizabeth and I help individuals to become confident and eloquent speakers.